Good day to you all. Hi, welcome to the video. Yeah, this is basically where I talk about how I did What If I together with SAIR. I hope you really enjoy it. Yeah, let's dive right into it. This is what I work in, Logic Pro. Yeah, I try to keep it as general as I can, so you can follow along with any DAW you have. So basically, this whole track consists of 49 tracks here. 3 of those are vocals, like the main vocals, and then I have some effects on the vocals and some harmonies and etc. We'll walk through everything. Let's just start off with the drums. So when I compose drums, I like using loops a lot because, you know, that saves me a lot of time. Otherwise I have to think of the composition myself, but that is also a way to work. You know, I personally prefer some speed and having the work all in my creative thinking process and everything. Obviously I always start with a kick, and then there is a shaker involved, and then some additional percussion. Let's see what it is. Yeah, this is just another shaker that brings out the other one a little more. These are all percussion tracks. And then this is the whole drum pack, basically. And once I have that complete, I really like to spread that out over the track a little. So what we see here is the extended mix of the track. So it starts with the drum. Oh, sorry. It starts with the drum. And then the shaker comes in to bring in some variation. Oh, sorry, that's the click. But any more than that, I don't really need. And obviously the kick really hits hard. So I like to filter away some low-end information on the start of the track. So it's better for mixing in, especially because this is a extended mix. We really want to have a clean transition from the previous song to the next one, and also from this one to the next song. So that's why I also filtered here on the kick, so that it doesn't fight too much with the incoming kick of the next song. All right, let's dive deeper into the melody. So basically how I come up with that is I just look for a track that I really like a reference track, and then I sort of play the melody from that track, and then try to add some variations of it on it. Sorry. And that's basically how I come up with it. So yeah, I just do, man. So it's like this. And of course there's some automation involved. I like to play with the filter a lot, so yeah, that's what you hear. Alright, and to bring some variation to the melody, I decided to think of like a bell and then have a top melody going on. And I usually don't really do this, but for this particular record I really loved it. So we already have this, right? And then I thought it would be so nice to just highlight some of those notes and then have some, you know, have some variation with it and fool around with it some more. And I did that and I came up with this. And together it just sounds amazing. Wait, let's skip ahead. a few bars. I really love it. And for the extended mix, I also decided to have those two leads play together without the vocals, just because I can. And then you have this. Radio edit, this part is not there and it just skips ahead right to the vocals again. And then it's just a matter of finding the right chords to that melody. And I came up with this. Then I needed some additional elements like the bass, but the bass was really simple. I just copied and pasted the lower notes here and pasted it in the bass, and then you get like this for the bass. Let me isolate it. Alright, so to get all together it will sound like this. It's really important to give room to the bass, so what you can see here for the lead is that I EQ'd some low end information to let the bass breathe, and for the bass I deleted some mid-range information to have some room for the lead. Alright, then the last thing I added was a pluck, which is just like a slow arpeggiator in this case, which you also hear at the start, and it just keeps on playing the whole track. It just, you know, for me, everyone does this differently, but for me, it serves as some sort of glue that plays the whole track and keeps everything together, you know, to have some sort of coherence. I don't know how to explain it. Alright, what you see here are all effects, obviously. And then let's dive a little deeper into the vocals. So what if So the vocals are from American singer SAIR. This is actually the first time for me that I worked with vocals and tried to have them from raw vocals to processed vocals. What I did was I added 2 extra tracks, one panned all the way to the right and one panned all the way to the left, and one that is just in the middle. And for this one I applied like all the effects, like fresh air, echo and a reverb, but not on the other ones. That is to keep the wide spectrum alive, but not to have it dominate in the whole track. Let's just take a listen to it. You said I won't win this game, even if I tried every day. So what if I take a step? Yeah, alright. I won't be going over the whole vocal chain that I did. I also did that in a separate file. But yeah, that's a little much for the video right now. I will go over the harmonies and everything that we did for it. So you hear this play. Wait, you don't hear anything because it doesn't play at that point. I try to limit the amount of harmonies in the first part of the song, because otherwise it would be too much, and you want to really build up the tension. Otherwise, you know, you're not gonna be able to do that. Yeah, that's basically it. And then I have some ad-libs. Also, what you hear is that the auto-tune is being pushed to the max there. And then a lot of echo and reverb, and I also have this. To go into, you know, the track, and it has the same rhythm as the lead. I will show you. That really sounds beautifully. So let's go. So it blends really nice together. And then for the drop, I really love this. We have some just vocals. I don't know what it's called. Just, you know, this. And with some stuttery effect. That was necessary because otherwise it would take over the whole the whole drop. And I wanted to have some room for the lead instrument to have some, you know, back and forth between them. One more thing that I like to show you. I really like this section, right? So this is where the break is, where the vocals come in again, and we have those harmonies. And we also have like backing vocals, and they sound like that. They're great. And some ad-libs as well. That just adds some really nice, you know, ambience. And when I was making the track, I was waiting on the vocal harmonies, but you know, I was just so excited that I couldn't wait until I received the vocal harmony. So I decided to make it myself with autotune. What I did was I just took a part of the song, then I tuned it to the perfect pitch that I wanted the harmony to be on. And then it sounded awful, but together with the vocals, it sounds amazing. I will first show you together.
So what if I take a step and take this leap of faith? I'll leap from the skies.
So you might be able to already hear it. It sounds like this.
What if I take a step and take this leap of faith?
So it's really out-of-tuned. If you hear this isolated on the track, it sounds awful. But together with everything, it sounds, in my opinion, amazing. So let's take a listen.
So what if I take a step and take this leap of faith? I'll leap from the skies till I found my place.
There come the chords.
In this moment, I'm here. At least I've
All right. So yeah, that's basically it. Then everything was put together and arranged, and then I got what I got, you know. So all right, that's basically it. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it and learned some things about it. If you have any questions left, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know if you liked it. If you did, leave a like. And yeah, it was fun making it. I hope you enjoyed it.